Dominika and Maxim go to London on Friday to meet Stephanie and complete the purchase. She stays in a hotel room equipped by the C.I.A. with security cameras and a set of locks just for her, of concealed discs, which she may later change out for the actual ones, under a desk. Soon after that, Dominika approaches Stephanie as soon as she checks into the hotel and claims to be on behalf of Marta. Stephanie turns over the CDs in return for the cash after she is persuaded. While feigning to validate the CDs, Dominika really replaces them with counterfeit copies. Dominika and Maxim will go to London on Friday to meet Stephanie and finalize the transaction. She stays in a hotel room that has been specially outfitted for her by the C.I.A. with locks and security cameras, behind a desk of hidden discs, which she may later exchange for the real ones. Soon thereafter, as soon as Stephanie enters the hotel, Dominika approaches her and pretends to be on behalf of Marta. After being convinced, Stephanie hands up the CDs in exchange for the money. Dominika swaps the CDs with fake ones while pretending to validate them. Upon their arrival, Ivan seizes the discs and apprehends both Dominika and Nate. Despite their protests of innocence, they endure excruciating torture for days, and Maxim is even executed. However, Dominika remains adamant in her denial of involvement with the Americans. Eventually, Ivan begins to believe her and allows her to go back to Budapest to carry out her original mission of extracting Marble's identity. Upon reuniting with Nate, Dominika enjoys a romantic evening with him at his residence. However, in the middle of the night, she wakes up to discover Constantine subjecting Nate to torture in order to obtain Marble's identity. At first, Dominika feigns complicity with Constantine, and even assists in inflicting harm on Nate. But when he is distracted, she assaults him, enabling Nate to break free from his restraints. The two then team up against Constantine and manage to take him down, but they endure serious injuries during this process. In the next scene, Dominika wakes up at the hospital where she receives a surprise visit from General Vladimir. Shockingly, he reveals himself as the mole, Marble. Vladimir, who is a former patriotic official, confesses that he became disillusioned with Russia's rampant corruption when his sick wife was denied treatment from an American doctor. Fearing that he will soon be caught and his sacrifice will be in vain, Vladimir instructs Dominika to expose him to Ivan. Doing so would make her a national hero and allow her to replace him as a mole. Dominika thinks the idea is absurd, but after a lot of convincing, she decides to turn herself into the authorities. She asks to speak to the Russian ambassador, and when her wish is granted, she explains that she has the name of the mole. However, she will only reveal his name in exchange for her freedom. In the aftermath of the conversation, an exchange meeting is scheduled at an airport. Nate is assigned to accompany Dominika in order to confirm the mole's identity. He feels deceived and manipulated by Dominika's activities, which causes him great distress. She will be surprising him, though. Soon later, the Russians come up to them with the mole, whose face is revealed to be Ivan. Dominika had been creating false evidence to put her uncle in jail, it is revealed. Ever since she got to Budapest, even blaming him for the trade that went wrong in London. Ivan is shot with a gun shortly after Nate, who is still shocked, admits Ivan is the mole sniper from Russia. After the transaction, Dominika is transferred to a helicopter and flown away. In the climactic moment, she is feted by the Russian military. Vladimir the general was present. Dominika is now enjoying the life she always wanted with her mother, one that is nice and free.
If you want to watch the continuation of the series, don't forget to like and subscribe.